How do some humans survive in conditions most of us wouldn't last more than a few hours in? From the excruciating heat of the Sahara Desert to the freezing cold of Siberia, humans have somehow figured out a way to call almost any place home. But how could a population in the coldest city on Earth of over 300,000 people be able to survive century after century in a climate with temperatures averaging below minus 40 degrees Celsius in the winters, with the coldest temperature ever registered at minus 64 Celsius? To dive deep into understanding these people, but also to explore Amar's superhuman relationship with the cold, in which, although he was born and raised in the desert of Egypt, he breezed through our entire experience in the freezing cold with Wim Hof exactly 3 years ago with ease compared to everyone else, where he kept his composure to direct the filming of the entire experience. Amar was now back in January on his way to the city of Yakutsk, the coldest city on Earth, on historically the coldest day of the year.
Alright, we're here. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you, Maria. Bye.
We made it to the other side of the freaking world, bro.
So, just got here. Drew connected with Maria through a friend on Instagram, and Maria is now going to pick us up to take us into the town. Look at that.
It warms my heart.
Oh, okay. Going outside for the first time. Okay. Holy shit. Yeah, it's cold. First thought. It's cold. Confirmed. Myth busted. Okay, so I came all the way to the coldest place on the planet because I wanted to make a very, very special announcement about something I've been working on for over 2 years. And it's only fitting that I announce it from the coldest place on the planet. Stay tuned. Make sure that you watch until the end, and I promise you won't regret it. Drew is kidding.
But this trip would never have happened without our friend Drew Binsky, who just recently finished traveling to every single country in the world and told Amar at the start of the year about his upcoming trip to Yakutsk, where Amar saw the perfect opportunity to put his relationship with the cold to its ultimate test. Now, back in January, although tensions were high, we never expected Putin to have started such a devastating war with Ukraine. As you saw in our last video, where our donations have now passed almost $800,000 to help the refugees, this deeply affected us. We hope that this story can only show you even more how much of a waste and tragedy war is when we realize how much we truly have in common.
Alright, we are starting off our Yakutsk adventure by going to the fish market, the fish and the meat market. And this is already one of the craziest things I've ever seen. What the fuck? Wow. Dude, the fish is just a block of ice.
They're completely frozen. They don't need freezers because outside is the freezer.
Wow, it's so solid.
What's the coldest day you've ever experienced?
Самый холодный день. Well, minus 16. 60.
Minus 60. This is horse? So you eat horse here? I've never had horse. And I never thought I would ever have horse, but it looks like we're gonna have horse here.
You cook it raw.
Both. Yes. You eat it raw and cook it.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
I'm Amar.
Amar.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Drew. How do you survive the winter here?
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Seriously, it's so cold here.
And now it's warm, you know?
Yeah.
God damn. You know? And this is the big question. I don't know why we are here. Masha, I guess it's like our super ability. You know?
Superpower.
Superpower.
We
Yeah.
adapt.
Yeah. Humans adapt to their environment.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. This is the magic thing. We're not surviving, we are living.
Yeah.
Just look around.
Yeah.
You know?
There's people, yeah. What's your name, man? I never asked you.
Mike.
Drew.
True.
Pleasure to meet you, dude.
Okay, great. Amazing. Mike is gonna join.
Yeah.
Perfect. We just met Mike.
People all around the world are amazing.
Yeah.
That's my mission in this world.
The man who's hit every single country in the world. How long did it take you?
It took me 10 years to visit every country, man.
10 years.
Non-stop travel.
Wow.
And it's cool to say in the past tense, like I've been to every country.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
really
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
man. This is my first trip since I've been to every country.
Oh
And
my
this
god.
is your first trip since you got your passport.
Yes,
Dude,
yes,
this is
yes.
Iconic, man.
It is really great. I don't understand it, but there's such a deep connection to the snow and to the cold, and I have no idea where it originates. I am from the desert. I grew up having really hot summers. I remember in the first week of university, I asked my friends to take me to see snow. So I had them take me on a hike that was 11 kilometers to go there. And my instinct at seeing snow for the first time was to take off all my clothes and just jump straight in. Ever since, there's always this fascination and draw towards anything that is cold or extreme. Okay, we just got to the Permafrost Museum, which basically tells the history of how they built this town, because the entire town is built on pillars. You can't really build foundations into the ground here because of how cold the ground is. It basically pushes everything out. You also can't bury people, which was the same in Svalbard when we went. Apparently here we'll get to go underground and actually see the permafrost layer in the land here.
Oh, dude. Look at this. Look at this, man.
Around 2/3 of the country is covered by permafrost, permanently frozen ground that never melts. Even in hot temperatures in the summer where the weather can reach 34 degrees Celsius, only a small layer is affected.
Only 2 meters melts in the summer. The rest of it stays frozen. Yeah.
How? But it's 40 degrees outside in the summer.
It's summer the same. The picture's same.
So outside, even if it's so hot, the ground still stays this block of ice.
It's so hot, like 40 is super hot.
The permafrost runs from just below the surface of much of Siberia to sometimes thousands of meters underground, never melting. And as more and more of it melts because of climate change, however, they've been finding tons of bones and fully preserved extinct animals deep underground.
Oh my god!
What is that?
It's a baby mammoth.
What? Baby mammoth?
Wow.
The age of it is 39,000 years old.
This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Preserved because they found it in the ice, so it's like really, really whole, you know?
This thing is 40,000 years old.
For the people of Yakutsk to be able to make buildings hold, they've had to dig deep, 8 to 18 meters below the ground, to create much stronger anchors for their structures, and deep underground, those pillars are visible.
So absolute age of this cement, it's 10,000 years, is alive.
All this ice has preserved so much of our knowledge and our understanding of the planet, because things are perfectly preserved.
Yeah.
Like
the mammoth.
That mammoth. The fact that we can look at a living organism from 40,000 years ago and be able to even, like she was explaining there, the earth samples that they're digging up, and the fact that they're able to know what viruses and bacteria and the emission levels, CO2, like all these different...
All the answers are in the code.
Exactly.
Yeah, right?
That's the one I'm
That's the line.
Did you really go on a run this morning?
Yeah.
Dude.
Whoa.
This is what it looks like to go on the world's coldest run. I'm fucking loving it.
Amar has always been obsessed with immersing himself in extreme cold environments whenever he gets the chance. But this was about to be the coldest one yet.
We are currently driving on a lake. I've never driven on a lake before. The thought of it is pretty scary.
In the coldest place in the world, where it currently is minus 40 degrees outside, Amar is going to do a cold plunge underneath a frozen lake and attempt to stay in the ice for more than 5 minutes.
We're going to meet this local man. What's his name?
The walrus, that's what they call him.
He is a man who's been doing cold plunges every day for the past 30 years.
You're gonna be my coach here throughout the next hour.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. We're literally, oh my
I think
god.
there's the ice bath right there.
Let's meet the man, the myth, the legend. Hi, Amar. Nice to meet you.
Right, look at the hole, man. But dude, have you ever done an ice bath where they're literally taking out the ice?
No, dude, no. I hope we bring Wim here one day and he gets to meet the Russian Walrus. He's been doing this every day for 30 years, and every day he has to come and break it first because it freezes overnight.
Yes.
Wow. I don't even think Wim Hof has done an ice bath every day for 30 years. I mean, certainly not in the world's coldest city, because this is a whole other story.
He says that when he was in 8th grade, he was getting sick a lot, and so he heard that this was a method to help train your immune system, and so he started coming here and swimming every day, and ever since then he almost never gets sick. И вы купались? Oh, he says that the coldest that it's ever been when he's come here to swim is negative 58 degrees Celsius.
You swam in 1958? Bro.
I don't know why I'm so joyful right now. It's like I'm about to go into the extremest of pain.
The world's coldest sponge in the world's coldest city. Walrus, get the handshake from the master. Okay.
Thank you for allowing us.
Here we go, baby. Ready? Bismillah, 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 bismillah. Yeah, Drew! Do it, baby! Woo! Get in! Get in! Get in! You're good. Get down. Get down. You're good. You're good. Get down to here. Here we go. More. More. Then remember that it's warmer in here than outside. Yeah. Amazing. Doing great. I'm alive. I'm thriving. It's f***ing cold. I'm gonna get out. Okay. Oh, I can't feel anything. Oh.
Alright, I am currently doing the world's coldest cold plunge in the world's coldest city. I feel like I am in my element.
Популярные блогеры из США решили даже окунуться.
Когда? В следующем году. Даже в минус 50.
I can't believe we're here. I can't believe we just did this. It is minus 33 outside. Look, everything is just freezing. Just everything instantly freezes on top of your body.
So far, Amar and Drew had spent almost all of their time near the Yakutsk city center. But to better understand how generations of Yakutsk people have lived here for hundreds of years, they decided to accompany Maria to the outskirts of the city to meet up with her shaman, who has been living in this house with her family all her life.
We just got to the countryside. We're gonna be seeing how they live out here, which is supposedly very different than life in the city.
It's a great luck that Olga, my guru, my shaman, is invite us.
Well, we're very honored. It's so wild to see animals in this temperature. Curious cow. Oh, f***.
Yo, this is for the drinking holes for the cows. I asked if we could jump in, and he's like, no.
How does the water not freeze when you...
Every day, broke ice every day.
Every day?
Yes.
Wow.
There is one man for every water drinking.
Yeah.
And everybody pay to him, and he every day break
Wow.
ice. And this ice drink we people.
Oh, this is for your drinking?
Yes.
It's amazing. So wow, all of this is what they drink.
We prepare this ice.
Yeah. Like how long would this last you?
For 1 month.
1 month?
1 month.
Okay.
This is ice for our drinking.
Yeah.
Today we bought it, paid 3,000 rubles.
3,000 for 3 cubes?
Yes.
So that's $40?
Yes, and
wow. These are the kind of things that you never think of, like how people actually live in places where water instantly freeze or there's not water for miles. The problem solving that humans just got to do throughout history. Summers here are 40 degrees Celsius and winters can get to minus 59, minus 60. It is arguably the biggest variance in temperature in anywhere around the world. There's 100 degrees between the summer and the winter.
Marina, how long do you think you would survive if you took off that jacket and you were just like walking out here, like until you wouldn't make it anymore?
5 seconds. I'll tell you.
Today very warm. Today was good.
minus 35 and it's good. It's springtime.
I'm very happy to be Yakutian because I'm loved in it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a wonderful place for me. A little bit cold, yeah, of course, but it's amazing for me.
Yeah.
Yes, because we have our traditions and I respect it very much.
So, what is that?
I don't know how to bathroom.
Yeah. She's saying that in villages that are further away, this is how they go to the bathroom. The bathroom is located outside of the house. Even if in the middle of that you want to go, you walk outside and you actually...
Every morning, every evening in minus 50, minus 45, you have to go out to do your
Yeah.
a little or big things.
Every day. Oh my god. I love
yes.
Olga. This is so great. Oh, slowly? Okay.
Good. Good.
That is so cool.
Super.
Please
water.
come in and close the door. Very cold.
It's too cold. Thank you for letting us come here.
It's my children. It's my husband.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
I feel so lucky that we just get to be in like a local family's house. Also, it's worth mentioning that Drew is his first American that he's ever met.
Дружба народов.
Friendship.
Америка.
Have you ever met an Egyptian? Egypt.
Да, первый раз.
The first time? Nah, I gotta give that Egyptian a hug. Hey!
The people of Yakutsk are incredibly unique in that they are actually indigenous to this Siberian region, long before the Russians arrived and colonized the area in the early 17th century. The Republic of Sakha, the region Yakutsk is located in, is actually today one of the semi-autonomous republics within Russia. But exactly when the indigenous people migrated here still seems unclear. The Yakutsk may have settled in the area as early as the 9th century or as late as the 16th century, fleeing from the expansionist Mongolian Empire. Many tribes were forced to move higher and higher up north, with the resulting cultural melding that occurred between these incoming migrants eventually creating the Yakuts. The official languages of this region are Russian, but more interestingly also their native original tongue, Sakha, also known as Yakut, spoken by 47% of the population, including 87% of the Yakuts themselves.
Masha, you choose it?
So this is how they cut the frozen fish. So they do stroganina. But basically this is like frozen sashimi. Wow, strong man. Very strong. Yeah.
Самый главный секрет того, что мы не мерзнем.
So essentially what she's saying is that it's really important what you eat here in Yakutia to stay warm. And the part of the fish that he's cutting right now helps you stay warm.
A little secret to live here in Yakutia.
Have you ever had raw horse before?
No, man.
Have you ever thought about having raw horse?
Ever thought.
Ready for some ubaha?
Oh my god.
Sure.
I have never in my whole life thought I would be eating horse.
Whoa,
But here we are.
Cheers, bro.
Там есть. Заправлено.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I genuinely really want to come back. So we're gonna arm wrestle? Now the horse is eaten and we can arm wrestle.
My husband will win you.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, he will.
Wait.
Он хороший.
Wow.
Сильный.
His wrist is so strong.
And go!
Давай, папа-то! Yakutia forever!
Амат сильный.
Damn, dude!
Амат сильный.
Wow! Respect, dude. I was not expecting that at all. Okay. What would you like to tell people?
I want to tell one big thing. Always believe into yourself. Always. And you have to know that everything is love. Everything is peace. If you are in balance, if you are happy, and if you have opened your heart, so you can live this life in another level. Okay, so it's not difficult. You have not to do something very strong for it. Believe in it, that everything will be okay. One thing that you have to believe, it's your heart.
Amen.
All of questions you can find in your heart, but your heart will be open.
Amen. I had so many goosebumps when she's speaking, because it's coming from her heart straight to our heart. This is some Yakutian deep knowledge right here. We're just leaving this lovely family's house. Honestly, one of the most inspiring moments I've ever had on our travels. Getting to get such an authentic look into their lives and what they eat, how they live, what they believe in. was such an honor, and I feel very grateful that they opened their home for us and let us in. It might be the coldest city on the planet, but truly some of the warmest hearts that I've ever encountered. Bye! Ah, best people ever.